put that spirit around, man. That shit ain't never worked. And now you're gonna get what comes out of it. Jacob's trouble and the destruction. That's all he said on that.
And it's going, and it's bringing back that that color purple, basically black man villain.
Yep.
You know, basically for these feminists to run with.
Yep.
They gonna eat it up.
To make them feel alright about the shit that they didn't do.
That they can do against their men.
Yep.
Well, he did this, so I went and did this.
But if you understand, which we do, but if you guys understand what that energy is about, because this is what happens when men gather. This is what builds up when men gather. Okay? It ain't that when niggas gather, I'm gonna say it like that, when niggas gather and there be a melee that turns out, that's the feminine spirit in that group. Somebody is got a feminine energy on it. Or is over a woman or something like that.
Confusion.
But when real men, masculine men, come together, this is how we build. Even if it's on some sports or some bullshit, men still can have a peaceful interaction. That's why brotherhoods are stronger. But really, if you allow men to continually gather together, you build, this is what will end up building. Okay? Now, of course, we believe the Holy Spirit's in this versus in other gatherings. But women, it empowers men to gather over women. Okay, so men understand the mission of being a man.
That's why the Lord said, "O men, I call, my voices into the sons of men."
Gird up thy loins and show thyself men, not these little boys and these mama's boys and emasculated.
That Jezebel spirit. The Lord stumping that Jezebel spirit out.
Right.
That's right.
That's just not attractive.
That shit is null and void.
That's right. That's right.
Don't let that movie, pump your head up when it comes out.
From that movie being played, it's gonna be a lot more women that enter into that left hand magic, man.
They already been.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's been a news segments covering this for years now, about how a lot of the so-called black women, they're leaving the church and choosing what they call spirituality.
Witchcraft.
We know what type. We know what they mean by that.
Oh yeah.
They're choosing the left hand route.
Oh yeah. Sorcery, witchcraft.
And that's the only way that they can get left hand power, any type of power.
Yeah.
Spiritual power on the left hand side, man.
I suffer which not to live.
The same way that
They either work with Esau to get power, or they have to resort to witchcraft to get power.
Exactly. I suffer which not to live.
Yeah.
sinners. There was
Yeah.
a lot of women up the role of
Yep.
it was Michael. I forgot which one it was. But Michael B. Jordan, that black woman he was dealing with, man.
Yeah.
You know, the heavier set.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, she was so strong. That bitch was a witch, man. She was a straight up witch.
Ancestors and shit.
Not necromancy.
It's necromancy,
But
but
it's not the romance.
like
In Africa, they call it shamanism.
Basically, we talk
Familiar,
to
dealing with familiar spirits.
and they like sacrificing to them.
It's the necromancy. Necro's in the dead. But I'm looking for the necromancy.
It's the same.
I thought it was the romance.
Yeah, that's dead body. Yeah. This is Deuteronomy 18 and 10. It says, "There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord. And because of these abominations, the Lord thy power doeth drive them out from before thee, the Canaanites."
Because our people right now, they're in a place where they want some type of power. They feel like they need to be empowered. Now's the time.
Yeah.
But you're reaching in the places that you shouldn't be reaching. You're taking off the energy of Babylon and all the ancients of the wicked. Okay? But this is the power you should be tapping into.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Necromancer and the etymology.com, sorcerer, adept in black magic, properly one who communicates with the dead, but typically used in a broader sense in English. Necromancy, black magic, properly divination by communication with the dead, necromancy, magic, necromancy, witchcraft, sorcery.
Did they have the U.S. link to that?
And notice when we read the accounts in the scriptures, every time there was an encounter with a person who consults with familiar spirits, there was always a woman.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Who
right.
did Saul go and consult with?
Witch.
It was a woman.
Yeah. Witch woman.
Jezebel, she was a Canaanite woman. She worshipped Baal.
Yep.
And she pretty much seduced
Herod.
Ahab.
Oh yeah.
You know, she pretty much had a spell on. She put a spell on Ahab. She had him out of his mind. You know, that's why you compare a lot of these modern women to Jezebel, because it's like the type of control that they have over men.
Yep.
And how they dominate men. That's a Jezebel spirit. A woman that's usurping authority, and a man is just, he just docile and submitted to her.
He's entranced.
Yeah.
Hey, women do actually put spells on their men, like using their period blood,
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
their underwear. They do witchcraft with that shit.
This one Jake from the Leeds, he's telling me that the bitch put some shit on some guy down there. He said this dude follow her wherever she go.
Literally.
Follow.
You probably had that spaghetti sauce.
That's why, like in the South, they tell you don't eat a one with red, tomato-based nothing.
Or dessert.
Yeah, or dessert. Anything red, don't even do it.
He said bury your draw.
She'll put her in yeast up and make a cake for
Yeah,
her.
they really do that shit.
Put man's hair, or put her hair strand in his
That's crazy. Hey, and hey, we talk about some black women, but hey, the Hispanic
The black woman
this
too.
is bad,
Hey,
man.
that movie,
She makes it worse.
Will Smith and Ron Moore. Yeah, what? That showed up. Bad Boys.
Bad boy, which one?
The two first, the second one.
That's like the third.
Third.
I got a little info. Brother looked up the percentage of women choosing witchcraft over God, right? Now, I'm gonna just jump down. It says,
Hey, and that's in Isaiah 19 too, by the way. Somebody get Isaiah 19.
it says widespread New Age beliefs. In 2018, a 2018 study of the Pew Research Center indicates that nearly 70% of American women affirm at least one New Age belief.
70?
70 of American women affirm at least one New Age belief, such as astrology, psychics, or the presence of spiritual energy in physical objects.
You got your charger?
Which is an
Phaser,
item.
please.
70% of women. But that's the single rate also.
Nah, I don't know. The brother's phone was the charger, so it went out.
Watch where you
I'ma see if it's a charger.
Your foundation.
I don't think so. Let me see.
Because these bitches are wicked. You don't know what they into. You know, by the time you think you like this bitch, next thing you know, and you foaming out the mouth by her, man. Because she done put some type of spell or run on you. Satan is rampant throughout the earth. Ultimately, if you're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and you're a wicked nigga, man. Or a woman. You're a witch in some type of way.
That's why you gotta master the flesh. Get the mastery right now, because it's dangerous out here. You don't know what you're dealing with out here.
A nigga told me, a nigga recently told me, you know what I'm saying, if she give me the energy, I'm going. What? So you ain't? I'm like, man, don't get me wrong, I'm not listening. Hey, and everything, all money ain't good money, bro. You know, like, he was like, what you mean? Like, he couldn't fathom passing up on pussy. Like, bro, into the whole subject. Basically saying you gotta master your own self to where you gotta read. You know, she may have the Coke bottle or whatever she got, but you gotta be able to be like, hold on, what's going after that deal, right? What's gonna happen after this, or what this gonna lead to in my life?
You gotta think about she went first. So it's like, you really wanna deal with this bitch that, you know, now women these days, you know, they'll deal with you, and then tomorrow they'll deal with another nigga or the same night. So these women ain't, you know.
She should give you something just to turn you into the one that can buy everything, the one that's paying for everything, the one that take her out to eat. You know, but then she got Ray over there long stroking, and she buying this nigga weed. You know, whatever. This is how bad. I wasn't even trying to go into this, but that's how bad it gets. So
I got a quick one.
but that's a crazy idea of a movie.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ezekiel 13 and 17 in the AMP. It says, now you, son of man, set your face against the daughters of your people who are prophesying out of the wishful thinking of their own mind or inspiration. Prophesy against them and say, thus says the Lord power, woe to the women who fasten magic,
We learned your
protective charms on
We
all
learned your
wrists,
English, we learned your
and
Spanish.
make bills for the heads of those very, it's like of those of every stature to capture human lives.
Yeah, you kind of snuck it. To that fact, because a lot of times you see certain women wearing like stoners, you know, and they're not wearing them in the sense like we're wearing, you know, because there's a balance to everything. You got a righteous and a wicked, you know, energy to it all. And ultimately we wear, you know, because we like designs, we understand the certain properties in which a certain stone may have, but they're doing it in terms of sacrifice, you know, harness energy in that way, you know. So even be careful looking at those witches.
Don't let the bitch with the hair wrap and the sage fool you, man. They be, you know, conjuring up spirits. A lot of these women, they deal with tarot. You know, that tarot shit, that's necromancy.
I remember we went to go eat one time. We was at I think Mount Elbridge, and it was those two women.
Oh yeah,
to the left of us.
With tarot cards.
Bitch was bro.
Literally speaking to the dead.
Yeah.
They had tarot cards, flipping them over. And,
That's no different than the fucking Ouija board.
Yeah. I'm gonna read it in the NLT. It says, "This is what the sovereign Lord says: What sorrow awaits you, women, who are ensnaring the souls of my people, young and old alike. You tie magic charms on their wrists and furnish them with magic bills. Do you think you can trap others without bringing destruction on yourselves?" Yeah, that's why the Lord said, "I suffer not a wish to live."
That's right.
She can bring issues, problems, idol worship.
Hey, Slakia, down in Louisiana, those ICE agents, somebody made like a little doll, or I don't know what it was. It was supposed to mimic an ICE agent, and they put all type of pins into it.
Oh yeah.
Voodoo doll?
Voodoo.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Somebody down there did that, and then they started to say that many ICE agents down there were getting sick.
Damn.
And because of that,
Probably a woman that did that shit.
it was crazy. That's real.
Yeah.
Some of them, like where they put their pins at, it don't just be like, my knee hurt. Nah, they be hitting like organs. They be hitting specific body parts and certain internal organs. Fuck with your shit.
I'm gonna send the video to the chat.
Spoke about it just earlier. This is Revelation 2:20. It said, "Notwithstanding, I have few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and seduce my servants to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. And I gave her space to repent of her fornication, and she repented not."
That spirit gotta get taken out of us. We don't get to just linger. We're gonna be in the kingdom of heaven, and either gonna have it or not. That's just gotta go. All things that are pure gotta go. Okay? And I mean like ideas, idols. Oh, that's a wonderful piece of art. No, that shit's gotta go.
Absolutely.
Okay? All that. The Lord is gonna give it all that stuff.
yeah.
Oh man.
That's why you don't see no woman up here.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Woman,
See the pins in it?
Yeah.
She's a
That's crazy.
iron conduit to Satan, man.
The water, just like you went to Eve.
Wow.
In the first place, the water to the How About Shah was set up by some apostles and elders, man,
That's right.
that gave us how this thing is supposed to go. They were from a time where they had women in the school, and they saw what it did. So that's why it's so strict that hey, no women out here. You could have a woman in your life, but don't put her around the ministry. You got nothing to do with this church. That's got to be a separate situation. You teach her only enough to keep your life in the ministry moving forward. That's about it.
I'm starting to believe that a lot of these women that are coming on TikTok and they're trying to encourage people to leave the Israelites, leave the camps and stuff like that. These were women who failed to infiltrate. They wanted to get in there and try to have some type of control or power within the organization, and they realized they couldn't. So they said, all right, we're going to start a smear campaign against those Israelites.
Jezebel spirit.
Yep.
That's why I believe this is all them bitches that's on there, even with they got their hair wraps and all, talking all kind of shit. They're mad that they couldn't infiltrate.
Exactly. No control.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
What's this place? Somebody grabbed
So now they're playing victim and acting like sisters are being oppressed. You know, brothers is abusing them.
Right.
They coming up with all these stories. Some of these bitches, they're pretty much telling a fake story.
They've been treated, probably treated right.
You can't listen to what they're talking about.
Yeah, man.
This is why we don't deal with you women like that, man. Salute to you sisters in the background that's quiet and doing what you're supposed to do, and submitting and doing what the scriptures say. But the rest of you shameless bitches out there,
Yep.
we talking about you.
Yep.
Hey, the scriptures say rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft.
Now, a lot of
So
y'all
we
got
calling
that
you
on.
witches out, man.
Oh, God.
Is that right?
Sirach 3 and 9. For the blessing of the father establishes the houses of the children.
Now, what does the scripture say in Deuteronomy 4? Teach them thy sons and thy sons.
That's it.
Now, you can be like, well, son means children, but we know that it's supposed to resonate with men. Paul wrote a little bit about it, talking about women can't have the power of the angels on their head. And that's for men to have that. That's why their heads are uncovered. Okay? Because it's a different vibration that go with men. Of how they take in spiritual impulses. Okay? And it's a sign of humility for women not to be putting themselves on that level. But the Jezebel spirit, what these bitches be doing? But it's now been infiltrated to a point where their hair is wrapped up or not. You can't go by that. You got to go by the intent and the woman inside.
The spirit, man.
How they actually get down.
Yep.
And was the apostle, probably Apostle Paul that said it. You got to vet these women before you give it to these women, man. You got to.
Facts.
Extensive questioning, extensive courting. And the apostles always said, and still try to keep your own separate situation unless you can. But if you can have your own separate situation, keep that. Because there's going to be a time, it usually comes around every 21 days. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But you're going to need some separate space.
Oh, yeah.
You want to say something?
It says, for the blessing of the father establishes the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundation.
Okay? And she's cursed because what? She don't want to own up. I ain't want to get on. Naturally, it has to be self-talked about. But anyway, so she still wants that energy that Eve wanted in the garden. She wants to be wise.
That's exactly
Like a
what she
man.
desired.
Yep.
It said that it was pleasant to the eyes. It was very attractive to see a woman in her position being second to the man, that she could be equal with him or over him.
Yep.
If she got to learn and practice of that tree.
Yep.
Because, hey, when you learn from these other nations, it was the other nations that was practicing Queen of Heaven worship.
Yep. Sure was.
That's a spiritual saying.
Yep.
Because I experienced it. Kush, those bitches are wicked. They're like super wicked because they give that appearance as an Indo, you know, that's more what's the word? Humble. They're more feminine more feminine, more humble. You know, so Jake is attracted to her, man. You know, 'cause-
They hate Jake too,
yeah.
Did you see the one up there talking in Minnesota? At the, you know, talking about
Somali.
Somalian, but yeah. Same shit. Kush, yeah, they was up there talking like proper and with the head wrap on and shit. Demons, man.
Yeah, but the way they're just like a nigga woman, really. You know, they're really like some nigga woman because they want you, right, with an accent, but they want you to submit under their will, man. Because they'll tell you in order to get with them, oh, you have to want our culture or be in our culture. Well, that's how King Solomon felt, man.
Exactly,
I wasn't
exactly.
submitting unto what they wanted, man.
And that's why.
And they're heavy on that. Oh, you gotta talk to our great grandparents. This is how we accept you, basically.
That's what Isaac said. That told him.
Same thing with these Amalek. Like, they always want you to to the mother, so they always want you to come into the religion and live by their ways. They're not talking about this. They're talking about the Talmud. Now, what I was going to say was, this is why the warnings of the apostles is so goes deeper than we're saying, because at some point she's gonna want to assert dominance over you. She's gonna sex you up. She's gonna feed you. She's gonna do all those things, and then she's gonna threaten you indirectly, like that with that passive aggression. She's gonna be like, oh, how come you just don't stay here? How come you just don't? And all of that's gonna happen. But what's really she trying to do? She's trying to find a way to have control over
Yeah, to break you.
to break you. And if you just and if you fall under that, then she has you, and she's probably gonna leave you and go cook you or some shit, you know? So the point being, am I wrong though?
No.
But the point being,
No, but you're right. That's what happens a lot of times. Like, under control. It happens a lot of times out here in Vegas where you get these women that seduce these men, just get them up there and, you know, cut a kidney out of some shit.
Sick.
to the Rolex,
Yeah.
you know? Just dumb shit, you know?
Yep.
But the point being, what's the point? They just want a form of dominance and control over you. That's why you threaten them and you gotta bounce.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, they always gonna throw, what about what all I do for you? And they throw all them the things that they bring to your life, which they're help. The good ones that know what they're doing, they are real help. But if you fall under that, you can't be weak. You can't be weak. I'm gonna give an example of something somebody said to me before. It's like, but so if I leave you, you know, you think you're gonna replace me? I said, I can't replace you. But that don't mean I ain't gonna try. No, ain't nobody somebody gonna do all the stuff I do for you. No, probably not. But guess what? That don't stop me from that. And that's the mentality. It ain't about, I was being funny, but I wasn't. But the realness of it is, y'all understand, you can't let them have no power over you.
No leeway.
None. That's when they want to stay with you. That's when they really want to stay with you also. That's when they'll fall more, I don't say completely, but more under obedience.
Yeah, when you reject
Okay?
it. Yeah.
When you don't bend.
There's Judges 16. I'll start here at 4. It says, sometime later, Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah.
This is gonna go real well. Because he was watch how this play out, but I want to say what I'm gonna break it down first, I guess, about what I was gonna say. And that intrigue of you not breaking and why you won't break it, what board you stand on, is why they still they want to play the game with you.
Right.
But they don't realize you're playing a losing game that you cannot win. As long as I retain my power by not giving you my time, attention, and keeping the mystery there.
Yeah, because what they do is they dangle the box as the prize in front of your eyes. It's like as long as you do what I want you to do, hey, I'll make sure that I make you happy with the box.
That ain't even true, necessarily.
You know?
It's an alert thing.
Yeah, yes, of course.
It's to charm you, seduce you. It's all part of the allure.
The block.
There's many of men in this truth that choose not to, man, because they don't want to have to deal with that bullshit. That just say, man, I'll go pay for it. Or they make free videos on the internet. I'm just saying, you know, rather than have to put up with the headache. Paul wrote extensively about trouble in the flesh dealing with women.
That's right, he did.
You know, so we would get the point. You know, if you can't abide that way, then don't trouble yourself with it. But if you can, it'll be more beneficial if you did. You got it, brother.
This Judges 16.
Spiritual children.
Verse 4, NLT. Sometime later, Samson fell in love with a woman named Delilah. That word Delilah means feeble. It says, who lived in the valley of Sorek. The rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, entice Samson.
Whoa. What? Eve, why you listening to a fucking serpent? Delilah, why you listening to other men that go? What is this? Right? This is a pimp nigga said, hey, when you get the nigga drawers off, that's when you go for a while in there. But you know,
that's how he do it, man.
It says, the rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, entice Samson to tell you what makes him so strong.
They knew that they could use a woman.
Yeah.
It's usually the easiest trick in the book. If you want to lure a man, just get a woman. Use a woman.
Set up.
You know how many licks
went down, niggas and still niggas
through women?
Through women, yeah. Jump
Easy.
off. Yeah. Yep.
But it goes back to the accounting first interest. Hey, what's the most powerful thing? You know, women, wine, or wisdom, or knowledge.
Truth.
The king.
Yeah.
I think it said the king, women,
And truth.
wine,
And
and then
truth.
women. And then he came back and said the truth.
Yeah.
He said women rule over the king and wine, but more important than all of that is the truth, right? I just went into that.
Yeah.
It says the rulers of the Philistines went to her and said, entice Samson to tell you what makes him so strong and how he can be overpowered and tied up securely. It says,
Somebody get 1 Kings 21.
entice Samson to tell you what makes him so strong and how he can be overpowered and tied up securely.
Then also 1 Kings 11.
Just because of that, you know, that's why you have to have a certain level of strength, man, and not have that fear of losing a woman, man. Not letting that box rule over you. I got Micah 7 and verse 5. Trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
Hey, as the Father said, remain a mystery. You got to remain a mystery. They need to know enough, but not all. You can't let them know it all.
Turn them.
Sometimes, hey, brothers is the last. Brothers get it now. I need to do something with it now going on with now. But before, yeah, I ain't going straight home. Sometimes I'll just sit in the parking lot. I'll just sit there and run the car, listen to videos and laugh and have all my real spiritual fun that I'm gonna have now. Okay, now I'm ready. Why do you think they invented bars? So men can unwind and go home and deal.
Right, cuz.
So they can get their mind wrapped around this old bullshit, happy wife, happy life. Okay, but in the truth, you shouldn't have to do that. You know, if you get a woman that's challenging that met you before the truth, yeah, she gonna try to make you still do that. And then, it's a good practice for Clark Kent, but at some point, man, I gotta take this cape off. I gotta take these glasses off, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I need to be for real.
That's it.
We ain't really together if you can't let me be me in my pure form. And if that's the truth,
That's it.
if we're still pleased to dwell with each other, I'm gonna bounce. Don't be mad when I ain't around here that often.
Yeah, and you're not about to get the same time you once had.
No, you can't.
You can be sad all you want to, but at the end of the day, we don't give a fuck. It's that simple.
I got bigger and better
Yeah,
things. Oh, you
right.
out with other women? Yeah. Her name was Sophia. You want to meet her? I didn't think so. Read these books.
That's right.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Sirach 25, Sirach 26, you know? Hit it with that shit and see how fast they read up on that. Some will read it just to see where it goes. They ain't teaching these things.
But their job isn't also that. Their job is to master you.
Right.
You know, the things that you need done. That's what she should be getting to do. And that's how she ultimately pleases the Most High. It's like Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is about pleasing you. Because you're her Lord. As Sarah called Abraham Lord.
Mastering a man don't mean tracking a man, you know, trying to see what his every move is.
I like my vegetables this much. I like, you know, those things.
Understand when I need my time. Know my nuances, man.
His benefit, not for yours.
Exactly. Continue. Says,
If you have a woman doing that, salute. For keeping that, you know, maintain that. You know, maintain that relationship. We're not saying treat her like shit. Just hurry up and get my dinner ready. No, we ain't saying that. We're saying, you know, due benevolence is written in there as well.
Yeah, Paul said, love your wife as your house shall love the church. So yeah, that's a lot of people think that we just on some Mr. from Color Purple type shit.
See that? Get your
That's just a narrative that they ran with. Tyler Perry, he's the one that he kind of resurfaced that narrative.
Oh
Through
yeah.
his films and shit.
The coolest character in that movie was his dad.
Yeah.
You gotta even call it that bad woman in her hair. You know what I'm saying? On her head, man.
It says, then each of us will give you 1,100 pieces of silver. So Delilah said to Samson, please tell me what makes you so strong and what it would take to tie you up securely.
Look, money. This bitch wants some money again.
Samson replied, if I were tied up with 7 new bowstrings that have not yet been dried, I will become as weak as anyone else.
Now, what I love about this story, for the first 2 situations, he was being wise as a serpent. He was playing her.
But why?
Yeah.
Because he didn't get nothing yet.
He was playing her so he could get the dogs. You know what I mean? He was trying to like, oh, baby, you tie me up. You know what I'm saying? You got knowing that he could get loose. You know?
Playing with the bitch.
It says, so the Philistine rulers brought Delilah 7 new bowstrings, and she tied Samson up with them.
And y'all know the Lord was ultimately setting this up. The Lord had it happen that way because he saw occasion against the Philistines. So it was a series of wars that we're going to be having. And then that's why by the time of King David sitting on the throne, the Philistines was our main enemy.
Yeah.
We had plenty of battles.
9. She had hidden some men in one of the inner rooms of her house, and she cried out.
I want to make a quick point though. Hey, for you black only Israelites, and you Pan-African niggas or whatever, these was Africans, man. Philistines is black ass Africans, man.
Yeah.
They were our main enemy in the ancient world.
Ashy black.
Okay? So just so you don't be like, oh well, no. Africa, we ain't going back to Africa. Fuck Africa, man. On some real shit.
And the apostles used to say to them niggas, man, if y'all so African, y'all so pro-African, just go and get lost in Africa. You know? Just like literally, like just go and get lost in that country.
In that
And
dark.
see how far you can go.
Nigga gonna run, nigga go to the cities that got shopping malls and shit.
Yeah.
Go to the
Anything
bush.
that's closest to American eyes,
Nah, go to the
tourist
bush.
attraction.
Go to the bush.
Where the titties is hanging and
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
go
go
to
to
the
the
bush.
no shoes.
Yeah.
Go to that shit.
Over there and hunt. They gonna eat your motherfucker, man. That's what happened.
Yeah. They go in.
You see how the niggas was acting when they went to give them soda and ice and
Motherfuckers
shit.
fight the bottom of the bottle trying to open it like, go deal with them. The plate, they gonna try, but let them go put the plate in the big ass cages and see how you feel about it. You gonna still outcast.
Every time you eat, you gotta take a spear,
Yeah.
and you gotta not be afraid to go and hunt an animal.
Yeah, God.
You niggas ain't doing that.
Yeah.
You'd rather go to the grocery store and buy it packaged up.
Right.
Big glue and all of that
Yeah.
shit.
Right. All type of chemicals and shit. Yeah.
Like monkey head.
Yeah. You ain't gonna go through none of them rituals that they do.
Yeah.
Let them let a cow piss on your forehead, man.
Yeah, dye your hair. Dye your hair.
Let a man, circumcise.
Yeah, get your woman, get her little pearl tipped up.
Right.
You know?
That's them nappy ass niggas.
And Kush do that. Kush do that because they don't want their woman to feel pleasure.
Make them want to go get on something else.
And they were talking about us though. Y'all hate women. Well, what the fuck is that then?
Right. Damn.
The women over there don't feel that that's hatred. That's what they do over there.
Like, right.
You got it.
Verse 9. She had hidden some men in one of the inner rooms of her house, and she cried out, Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you. But Samson snapped the bowstrings as a piece of string snaps when it is burned by a fire, so the secret of his strength was not discovered. Verse 10, afterward Delilah said to him, you've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now please tell me how you can be tied up securely. Samson replied, if I were tied up with brand new ropes that had never been used, I would become as weak as anyone else. So Delilah took new ropes and tied him up with them. The men were hiding in the inner room as before, and Delilah cried out, Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you. But again, Samson snapped the ropes from his arms as if they were thread. Then Delilah said, you've been making fun of me and telling me lies.
Yep. And those are all red flags, man. Because a woman, like you said earlier, a woman is supposed to learn her husband so that she may add to him, and be a helpmeet unto him. If a woman is asking you about your weaknesses, that's a red flag. A woman should be inquiring how she can help strengthen you.
Right. Or strengthen, your whatever your weaknesses may be, strengthen them. Or she's not asking them to help benefit you. Right?
That's the intent behind it.
I got one too. Mike, 7.
Yeah, he ready. Go ahead.
Mike, you read it already?
17.
It's not, because it go different. It's no different.
Micah 7 and 5. Trust you not in a friend, put you not confidence in a guy. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
Shut your mouth and remain. Certain parts of your life need to remain in mystery.
And that's right after she put the pom-pom on.
Put that on.
Yeah.
That's when they like to sit there and lay up and talk.
Right?
You get the they call pillow talking, gossip.
Pillow talking, exactly.
Like that nigga, Young Thug.
Yeah.
Those voice calls got out. That nigga was fucking gossiping to his woman on the phone.
Man.
They didn't realize it was being recorded.
Damn.
I gotta go back. Because we were looking that one up. And I was like, I think you read that one there, and then I was there's another, which is this one, Sirach 9 and 1. Be not jealous over the wife of thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself. Well, it says, give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. Basically giving her control over you with your possessions.
Yeah, which is, hey, this is well, man.
Yeah.
Hey, like we always say,
Right on.
you have to limit, what she knows.
Yeah.
Hey, 'cause I always think of the balance.
Yeah.
Here it is, this bitch go from scoffing to then inquiring. I end up teaching a little something. Next thing you know, this bitch saying she learned everything by herself.
Miss prophetess.
Right.
Now they think they can check it.
Don't it say?
Right.
Man.
Yeah,
They start doing
precepts on
videos.
shit.
Yeah, the Israelites, that camp, they're going off on this. This is what it means.
Right.
You see a lot of that on YouTube and TikTok. You see a lot of that.
That's why we want Jacob's trouble to come.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna see a lot of these women get straight. They're gonna,
Straight anarchy.
all that bullshit they talking, you're gonna go right out the window. They're gonna try. That's when they're gonna try to be humble. But it's too late. The time to be humble and shutting the fuck up is right now. You know?
Right now. That's it, bro.
With some distance in there, with some experience behind that, what that means and how to exercise.
Right. Just think of the state of women down there in Mexico, right? They scared as fuck.
Yeah, it's almost humility.
Yeah, that.
But that's why I read it, because it said, teach not her an evil lesson against thyself. And Samson's a great example.
Verse 13. Then Delilah said, you've been making fun of me and telling me lies.
Oh, that was Salaki. That was the other one I was going to bring up. Padme, the king's concubine.
Oh, yes.
Right? If she, I'm skipping around that in the first section of the 4th chapter, he said, if she took this pleasure with you, you were fain to flatter. You can't be fain to flatter like, oh, come on, man.
Simple shit.
Yeah, come on, baby. I was just joking. Nah, stand on business, man.
That's right.
And I don't mean, it ain't got to be in a rough way. The subtlety is way more powerful. Oh, okay, that's cool. And then bounce.
Yeah, that's you have to know the woman you're dealing with too.
Yeah.
You know how her spirit is, so to speak.
Hey, know that before you
Call up, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Consummate.
Set them boundaries from the jump, man, because you know how women is. If they get away with one little thing, they'll take it. Like just like the account you were speaking on, didn't she? I think she at first she entered into the king's chambers without permission.
She was there. She put his crown on her head. She was sitting on his right hand, which that position is only for the cupbearer or the armor bearer. You know, so she's sitting in a position of power over him and shit. And then he was like, hey, she took his crown. He was like, hey, you gotta imagine how, hey.
It's like levels of disrespect.
She left hand smacked him, like, back up.
Put the crown on her.
He was like, that's my crown. And he was like,
Remember they made a big fuss because somebody got close to, I don't know if it was Michelle Obama.
no, Michael Jackson and Princess Diana. Prince Charles was pissed.
Okay, I remember that.
He was like, hey, he can't touch her.
But it was something recent though,
more
like
recent,
maybe
too.
a few years ago.
Yep.
I don't know if it was Michelle Obama or somebody. But she got too close
Yep.
to I don't know if it was the Queen at the time. It was somebody, and she was like, they was like, it was over.
Yeah, he was not having it.
I forget
think it was
who
the Queen before she died, right?
I think so. She wasn't supposed to, touch her.
And it's crazy. These people are peasants. They're like low life, and they're acting like they're fucking royalty. Motherfuckers can't even go in the sun for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Without fucking getting cancer, skin cancer, or some shit.
Yeah, but tying that in, that was a no-no. The king, he had jurisdiction where regular people just couldn't
touch him.
You couldn't be within close proximity.
That's right.
So to have a woman be able to sit confidently and then take his crown, which anybody that done that, you was killed on the spot.
Off easy.
And then it said that she also reached over and smacked him.
So that's why I said, when you thinking about it, he was, hey. She like, popped the left hand, like, hey, man.
Wide open and shit.
Mouth wide
Like,
open.
what the fuck? Really, he was like, hey, get this bitch head off now.
Right? Yeah. Easy.
And then he said, if she was displeased, so she get an attitude of, fine, take your funky ass crown. Whatever. And he was like, oh, come on, baby, there's a couple people around. No, you're never supposed to touch this. This is royalty. This is appointed from God. This is how they used to feel about it. But why was he afraid to fight her? Because he knew she was gonna dry that wop up on him. Yeah. What did King David do when his wife was tripping?
He put her away.
Cut you off. I don't agree with them women that you was jealous
And he
of.
could have banished her.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
Just put her away and like, hey, I'm not doing with you.
He probably screwing chicks right next to her window.
Continuing, this is verse 13.
And this was tied in because that's the same spirit that they'll take over you, which is the spirit of Babylon that's on them that allows this bullshit. You gotta go.
It's verse 13. It says, then Delilah said, you've been making fun of me and telling me lies. Now tell me how you can be tied up securely. Samson replied, if you were to weave the 7 braids of my hair into the fabric on your loom and tighten it with the loom shuttle, I will become as weak as anyone else. So while he slept, Delilah wove the 7 braids of his hair into the fabric.
Hey, Mario braid my hair.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It says 14. Then she tightened it with the loom shuttle. Again, she cried.
Unless you know Jake.
Yeah.
Even though he was a Danite, but hey, we was still an Israelite. We all was Jake. Jake rocked the braids, the cornrows.
Even you can even pick up the clues of that when you see ancient sculptures, ancient paintings. They had that. Like those little details, they have like the curls and rolls like that.
Not dreads.
That's right. There's a depiction where they have these Levite priests during the time of the Syrian captivity, and it's like a carving, and it shows them playing an instrument like they're in a band. And it shows them the garment down to the foot, the fringes, and they all had cornrows. Yeah. I might have the pictures in that book. I think I might have it in my bag.
14. Then she tightened it with the loom shuttle. Again, she cried out, Samson, the Philistines have come to capture you. But Samson woke up, pulled back the loom shuttle, and yanked his hair away from the loom and the fabric. Then Delilah pouted. How can you tell me I love you when you don't share your secrets with me? You've made fun of me 3 times now, and you still haven't told me what makes you so strong. She tormented him with her nagging after day.
Hey, with her nagging, this is
So she tormented him with her nagging day after day until he was sick to death of it.
Persistent bitch, man.
Sirach 25 and 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
How does she do that? By nagging.
Yep.
Just over frivolous shit, like, leave it alone. Like, hey, I have a saying, and if you men that know, this is true. What's a woman's #1 object in your life? To break your concentration. That's what they love to do. They just want to break your concentration.
Playing tug of war with your spirit.
That's what they do.
Playing tug of war with your spirit, man.
That's it.
And that's why you gotta have, even every king needs a retreat. Somewhere to go
Away from the bullshit.
and have some solace.
Hey, even if it's to leave here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Mentally. You can't escape the physical house. You need something to do in it.
How many men be in the driveway or in the bathroom? Ain't even going. Just sitting there on the toilet, not going.
Right.
They come in there.
You know?
He said that she was nagging his ass. She was straight up nagging him.
Might be at 5.
Yeah, it's up.
Now jumping up verse 20, it says, as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
Nagging the man, because a quiet man wants to do what? Wants to think. He's introverted, so he's trying to pray, meditate, think.
I got a pre.
And she wants to break that concentration because she wants attention on her.
Yeah, you remember that song back in the day, bro? I'm pretty sure like most of you brothers that are like 30s and up, you remember this song back in the day by a singer named Jimmy Cozier?
Yeah.
She's all I got.
Yep.
Bro.
Even,
on the hook, he says sometimes I love her, sometimes I love her not.
Oh yeah.
I ain't letting her go. She's all I got.
Yeah.
And though she nags me and complains a lot, I ain't letting her go. No.
He's simple for that coochie.
He was going out sad, bro. It was a dope ass song back then,
Back
but
in the day,
the
yeah.
words is like, you let this bitch do this to you, bro? But that's what they, Jake singing about shit like that.
Because of what? Because they helped that. Part of what Eve wanted was monogamy also. Well, they actually wanted polyandry. They wanted the men to be monogamous and they could move around and do what they want.
Which is really
polyandry, right?
Polyandry. And that's that queen spirit.
Yep. Oh, who was that? I seen it. I don't think I shared it, but it was here in Vegas. It was Sunday, so anyway, it was a woman walking around. It's a car had woman, a little chunky or whatever. Had 2 Judites walking around holding hands.
Yeah. Last Saturday for B-Day, Valentine's.
Walking around with 2 men like that, like she holding their hands. I'm like,
she conquered both of them soft ass niggas.
It's weak as hell.
She probably put a strap on it and bend both of them niggas over.
Hey, you can't put it past.
Any man that would do some shit like cower himself to that level,
you get pegged.
You a sodomite to me.
Yeah, you getting pegged for yo.
You're not a man. You're Alice. You're like Alice.
I was like, you getting pegged, my guy.
I just want to see the life of another man in flesh and bone. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, man.
That's sick.
That's sick shit, man.
That type of shit.
That was
is
your
normal.
high priest.
Yeah,
That was your
right.
chief priest.
Yeah, chief
It is.
Was that it?
It says, a woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
You had a point to make on that point?
Man.
I'll read the whole verse. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her
Hey, when a
husband.
man is lovesick or whatever, when he's heartbroken, his mind's fucked up. That's when she makes his mind weak. I met many of men that can't get over the tactics of a woman. When it's the easiest, this is one of the easiest things to do. What do you do with your kids when they fuck up?
Beat their ass.
You whip their ass, but you can't whip a grown woman's ass because you go to jail.
Yes,
So what do you do? Put them in timeout.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
But with a woman, they're grown, so you can leave. You can leave.
And they have to know that you're not scared of leaving.
I mean, like with the intent to make them consider, like, this motherfucker may leave forever. Like, they gotta remember that. And if you do leave and they're cool with it, what did that just save you? You know what I mean? You don't
Right.
get headaches.
And
That's
we don't
right.
lose here, man.
No.
You know, you can't lose in the spirit of Yahweh Shalom Shah.
That's it.
You know, because at the end of the day,
See that?
hey, we got the number one woman,
We
man.
gotta share the wisdom of how to win on earth.
The Lord showed every time when Israel, which is his woman, was defiant, the Most High left.
Oh, yeah.
And every time he left, what happened? You come running, crying back to him because you're getting your ass whooped by the other men.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
Ain't treating her right.
Because
We'll
other
never go
nations.
be by ourselves. We never go be by ourselves. We still
Process.
was remembering the ways of the other niggas we didn't deal with. You know? And then somebody gonna show up and treat us like we ain't worth nothing. Okay? Same, what do we call it earlier? A woman, dang, you said it perfectly. No. The abusive relationship.
Yeah.
It's the same abusive relationship thing. We keep running off to these other niggas, you know, the Most High allow us to get our ass beat, and they come back, save me, they doing this to me. Like, hey man, now till you acknowledge your offenses, you ain't gonna repent. Don't do it no more. But what? She keep turning around playing the harlot. We went through so many kings in the book of Kings, and Chronicles and all of them, talking about how they kept fucking up. You got it, bro.
Yeah, it said, a woman that would not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
Hey, sometimes if they try to, and this is dealing with a wicked woman, not a righteous woman. A wicked woman, the only time she'll try to comfort you is if she can get you to do something that will benefit her.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She'll come in and try to, like, you know, throw you off, and you know, she'll come to you and rub your back and rub the back of your head,
distract
top
you.
of your head.
Distractions.
You know what I'm saying? Like what Jezebel did.
Oh, yeah.
If you go back to that story, Ahab was upset because Naboth,
Couldn't get the vineyard.
he owned that vineyard.
Yeah.
And he tried to ask if he could buy the vineyard for him. And he told him, no, the Lord would not want me to sell this to you.
That's right.
He's keeping it.
It's his inheritance. Yeah.
For his inheritance.
Yeah, come on.
And he got pissed and threw a fit and went back home and wouldn't eat, throwing a tantrum and shit. But his woman was just like,
Yeah.
she looking at him like,
he want this?
what's wrong with you?
Right.
What happened? He you know, told her. She like, stop crying. I got this.
Yep.
I got it.
Killed the man. Yep.
Wicked.
Yeah.
So now you about to. So now she got you like.
Like a
You know,
little kid and shit.
She done cheered you up now because she wanted to go do something about it. And you weak as fuck.
Right, exactly.
Believe in letting your women go somewhere and manipulate some niggas.
You weak for wanting
Exactly.
something that wasn't
Right.
yours, man.
Exactly.
You asked him, he said no. That's it.
You know?
So what did she do? She wouldn't set him up.
Yeah.
And say that he did this, he did that, but he didn't do. And they stoned him to death. You know?
Wicked as fuck, man.
Matter of fact, go to 1 Kings 21 and start from like the 15th verse. Because it'll tell you that basically she was able to incite Ahab. She put that nigga under a straight up spell, man. 1 Kings 21 starts like around 15. And we'll close off a little bit.
So 1 Kings 21 verse 15, and it came to pass when Jezebel heard that Naboth was stoned. Start the point?
Yeah.
And it came to pass when Jezebel heard that Naboth was stoned, and he was dead, that Jezebel said to Ahab, arise, take possession of the vineyard of Naboth.
Yeah, go get that vineyard. It's open now. I got it for you.
Yeah, right.
When he refused to give thee for money, for Naboth is not alive but dead. And it came to pass when Ahab heard that Naboth was dead, that Ahab rose up to go down to the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite to take possession of it. And the word of the Lord came to Elijah the Tishbite, saying, arise, go down to meet Ahab king of Israel, which is in Samaria. Behold, he is in the vineyard of Naboth, whither he is going down to possess it. And thus shalt thou speak unto him, saying, thus saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, hast thou killed and also taken possession? And thou shalt speak unto him, saying, thus saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, in the place where dogs lick the blood of Naboth, shall dogs lick thy blood, even thine. And Ahab said to Elijah, hast thou found me, O mine enemy? And he answered, I have found thee, because thou hast sold thyself to work evil in the sight of the Lord. Behold, I will bring evil upon thee, and will take away thy posterity, and will cut off from Ahab him that pisseth against the wall, and him that is shut up against Israel.
Elijah had to lay it on his ass, man.
Done.
He had to lay it upon him. You did this? This is what the Lord got for you, homie.
Cut your lineage off.
You let your bitch do that? Yeah.
I'm killing you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 22. And I will make thine house like the house of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, and like the house of Baasha, the son of Ahijah, for the provocation wherewith thou hast provoked me to anger and made Israel to sin. And Jezebel also spake the Lord, saying, the dogs shall eat Jezebel by the wall of Jezreel. Him that died of Ahab in the city, the dogs shall eat, and him that died in the field shall the fowls of the air eat.
Yep. Read the next verse too.
But there was none like unto Ahab, which did sell himself to work wickedness in the sight of Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai, whom Jezebel his wife stirred up.
Somebody look up that word insight. Or it's like it's stirred up. Look up that word stirred up. So I'll show you right there that she did something to him internally. And she had that dude. She had him. She was controlling that voice.
Just like Herod's daughter-in-law? Who was it that was dancing for him?
Yeah.
Maybe twerking.
Herodias.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. With John the Baptist's head.
Twerking for him and said, well, yeah, okay, so what could I give you for all that?
Up to half of the kingdom.
And John the Baptist.
Yep. Damn.
Okay.
Yep.
Done. Stir something up in him. You know, he didn't want too much. Okay. I get that. I can get it all the way.
Can't get it, bitch.
Found it.
What's the word for stirred up? Set? I don't know how to say it in
Sawaf.
It says to incite. To
That's what he's saying.
Did I say soon? Pronunciation soon?
Soothsaying witchcraft.
Oh, yeah, soothsayer. Paul,
Yep.
people too.
Pronunciation of the Hebrew word. That's
Was that more in the Strong's definition?
strong definition says to soothe, perhaps denominative, properly to prick, to stimulate by implication, to seduce, to entice,
To move, to persuade, to provoke, to stir up, to sit on, to take away.
Go to the biblical usage. Does it come up?
What? No way.
It says the biblical usage.
Damn.
Oh, you don't have it on. Yeah. Well, I got it pulled up. You go to the biblical usage. It says to incite, to allure.
To the Lord.
Draw in.
Put that word up to the Lord, somebody.
To incite, and it also says allure.
Yeah. That's like
The word allure is the quality of being powerfully and mysteriously attractive or fascinating. Similar, attraction, lure, draw, pull, appeal, glamour, enticement, temptation, enchantment, charm, seduction. Yeah.
Allure.
You got that word? Seduction? These are all the words that, hey, the ways of Babylon do this to our people.
Yeah, the ways of the wicked
evil.
seduciveness.
Yep.
Yep. It says seduction, a tempting or attractive thing. That's what it says on it.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. One more time.
It just says a tempting or attractive thing.
Tempted and attractive thing. Made him want to cover for that land, so she seduced him to come get his back. And that's what the tug of war, that's what the game is really about. Who can make who want the other person or thing more? You know?
Satan.
What are you willing to do for it?
Yeah, Satan can prey on that. And he can actually use a woman. When he was breaking down, Zerubbabel was breaking down about how men run out of their wits. He says that men will go and rob and steal and commit crimes.
They said they'll go in the night.
Yeah.
Now, you gotta imagine, there ain't no street lights at night.
Yeah.
They'll go out into the night and fight lions and shit, and bears for a woman's love.
He'll rob and steal, bring it all to his love.
They'll go out into the sea. When you went out to sea, your boat may not float. A storm may come and crash, and you was going,
Taking a chance.
basically setting yourself up to die. Yeah, come back. So, but a man would do that for the love of a woman. So this is what they entice you with. Brother, look at the word incite, which is a verb, right? It says stir up, excite, instigate, to put into rapid motion, rouse.
These women, they're good at doing that to Jake.
That's another word. Urge. Right? Get the urge. It's like people get urges and they can't control them. We got to practice controlling these urges. Not that we can't have them. We just got to control them.
Yeah. That's why Apostle Paul said, I will not be brought under the power of any.
Yep.
You know? Yeah, you're not supposed to have yourself under the power of your members.
That's right.
You're supposed to, strive for the mastery.
Mortify the deeds of the flesh.
Right? Was that in 1 Corinthians 9? He pretty much talks about, let's see if I can find it.
You get that. The scriptures tell you how a man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. So you ain't gonna be able to master everything else unless you master yourself. Not to sound cliche, but that's the real truth.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you don't have control over yourself, it's easy for a woman to have control over you.
And I think I told my son this, right? I was like, if you want a woman that take care of you the way you like, you gotta first take care of yourself that way, so you know what you like.
Right.
And she can come in.
She'll know.
Okay, yeah, he stay groomed up, he stay creased up, he stay, whatever the case may be, of your particulars about you. And she can easily hop in and say, okay, I can help you keep that up. I can help you do that.
Oh, you good?
So you got
Walk through.
No, like this how you know a guy like Alizar's been subverted.
Yep.
This dude is photoshopping romantic pictures with him and Cardi B. Like that, in a nigga like him, his mind, that's like that's a crown. That's a glory for him.
Yeah, it's the first place prize.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to us, that's a corruptible crown. Right? We're not in this thing. We're not doing this to get some plastic put together steak
Right.
that's famous.
Gone. Ran through. Shit.
We want everlasting life.
Right.
We want to sit on thrones judging the tribes.
That's it.
We want to judge angels.
That's right. That's right.
Paul said this, 1 Corinthians 9 and 25, it says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we are incorruptible. I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection.
Yep.
Lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway.
Could I expound on it? It said there's a war. Paul was also writing about a war between his members, right? And I find that my flesh warreth against my spirit. Well, you have to bring your flesh under subjection of your spirit, and your spirit under subjection of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And how do you know that? Well, it's in the book. You know, the way that your spirit should be conducting itself is in the book, and then you bring your flesh into that subjection as well.
And you fighting off all those temptations.
They're there.
All those temptations. Right? And this society is full of them.
Yeah.
These women, yeah, they could be very tempting.
Oh yeah.
You gotta fight that.
Come.
Everything you like.
Cover your spirit, guard your spirit.
See that?
They're gonna try to pull you away from Yahweh Shem Yahushua in one way or another. Alright? And that's why Ahab, hey, the scriptures say a wicked woman is given a portion to a wicked man. That's why Ahab, he was the perfect matchup. Because he was a wicked dude. And he was weak. And all these different accounts were written for our learning. We learn from that, you know.
I got a quick quote.
Fine, we'll close.
You got one.
Well, just based off what you said, because he spoke on the Alizar situation, and he said that's an incorruptible crown. But the scriptures tell you in
Corruptible, yes.
Corruptible crown. And the scriptures tell you, Proverbs 12 and 4, a virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones.
Yeah, come on, man. Cardi fucking B.
Say somebody in the comments like, bro, that's not a flex, man.
Not at all.
Not a flex, man. But if you right, if you look in the
She getting smashed. Getting smashed by another man while you're pregnant with another man's children. Another man's child.
She was a stripper before that.
Stripper turned prostitute.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all in the music.
And Alizar, he's fucking.
That's what you get clout with.
That's what he wants. That's what you desire.
He said that. He said if clout was what you desire, check it. You got it, bro.
Yeah, but you know what? Years ago, when he first got kicked out, it was said that the nigga loved ratchets. It was said that that's what he was into.
He said it himself.
He was into it.
I like that shit talk to me like that. I like a woman that's kind of reckless like that.
She the type of, hey, she's the type of woman that'll drug a nigga and get him robbed, right?
Oh yeah.
Or get him popped by a mo.
Yeah.
So I can see why he would like a bitch like that.
That's homosexual.
Yeah, that's sick.
It's
Sick,
like an
man.
aggressive, masculine woman. That was just like that's a nigga.
You can't pop it. I'm about to go into it. You can't pop it with something bigger than what I'm popping you with.
Oh man.
Anyway, let me read this, bro. We close.
That was a low moment, a low point in Israelite history.
Man.
For Levi.
Yeah.
That was a low point for Levi. God dang, man.
That was fucking crazy. He vibed out with that shit.
She has the big one.
Ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
Anyway. anyway, I'm in because had a very good quote that sums all this up. Talking about that. Paul was saying, right? Said knowing, this is by Lao Tzu. Said knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Right?
Wow.
True power.
Beautiful, man.
We're here to get that power. This book is here to bring us in subjection to get power over ourselves, and then we'll be given power from the Holy Spirit, Bible power, right, over the nations.
We're not done mastering ourselves until it's over.
That's right.
Until we get the change.
Until we get the change.
That's
Twinkle of an eye.
Hey, so with that, we're gonna give all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone. These blessings and salutations to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Shalom.